All right, so digital marketing is essentially, the use of digital technologies and platforms to promote products and services. And people also use it as well to connect with their potential customers, right? There's traditional marketing and there's digital marketing. So traditional marketing is like things that we're all familiar with, like TV, the radio ads, billboards. Those are channels of traditional marketing. But when it comes to digital marketing, we're talking about things like Facebook ads, we're talking about things like, Instagram ads, Google ads, and certain things like that. But we'll get into that later in the lesson. But I want you to understand that digital marketing is just a way of using digital channels to market products and services to their target audience, right? Because the aim of marketing is to make sure that people who are interested in such product or interested in such services, get familiar with it. All right. So it's a form of marketing that helps businesses to reach their target audience, like I stated, and it also helps them build relationships with them because when we explore the other channels of digital marketing as we progress in the class, you would see how you can use digital marketing to build relationships with your target audience or with your customers. And digital marketing can also be used to boost sales, through digital channels. Like I mentioned, digital channels could be Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads. These are channels that businesses can use to increase their sales and reach their potential customers. I hope everyone is following. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So why is digital marketing really, really important, right? We're in the 21st century, and everyone, any business that wants to be successful today has to, make use of some sort of technology today because we live in a very digital era, and if your business is not online, then you will be missing out on a lot of opportunities, right? So digital marketing is important because it allows businesses to reach their target audience where they are already spending their time, which is online. If you look at the vast majority of people today, a lot of people have mobile phones, a lot of people have mobile devices that can connect to the internet, and literally almost everyone you will come across today is an avid online user, or is online rather. So you would know that if people are online, it is a means to reach them. If you cannot reach people, if you cannot reach 100 people physically, you can reach 100 people online just through one channel. Because for you to reach 100 people physically, you would have to meet one person, meet second person, and until it gets to 100. But with a certain digital channel, you can target your ads to reach a certain number of people, to reach a certain demographic of people between a particular age, and some particular data sets like that. So there's a statistics here. It says in 2023, over 4.9 billion people are using the internet, and over 4.62 billion people are using social media. Now, what does this mean? Now, this means that there's a huge potential audience for businesses to reach through digital marketing. I mean, look at the number we're talking about here. We're looking at 4.62 billion people using social media. That contains Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and you name it. There are a lot of social media platforms, and imagine the number of people that are online here, and imagine the number of people that you can use, your digital marketing to reach. It's really a very large audience. So it's something that businesses should not, take for granted, or if you're learning digital marketing rather, should not take for granted, because you need to have a good idea of the number of people that you want to be able to reach and how you can leverage these digital marketing technologies to reach these people. So let's talk about the benefits of digital marketing. The first one here that we would highlight is, the potential to reach a wider audience. Like I mentioned already in the statistics, we're trying to reach 4.62 billion people that are online, right, on social media platforms. And digital marketing allows businesses to reach a global audience with their products and with their services. A shop in Lagos, Nigeria, in downtown Lagos or Saleko, could reach a potential customer who is in the UK because of digital marketing. Because we're leveraging digital channels here. So we're not limited by location, we're not limited by um, we're not limited by any barrier basically. So there's really no limit to how your marketing can go with digital marketing, right? But with traditional marketing like TV ads and radio ads, there's still some limitations with that, because if you produce a TV ad here in Nigeria, you would need to air them on different mediums. Say you're airing them on a particular TV station, but those TV stations have a limit to their reach. A TV station, let's say, like channels now, might not be able to reach um, countries like Afghanistan, right? Because they do not have reach there basically. But with digital marketing, there's really no borders with digital marketing, because we're talking about social media platforms that have been able to bypass different countries that people already use them in. All right, so that's one of the advantage of digital marketing, the possibility to reach a wider audience than the normal or the conventional traditional marketing mediums. The second one that we'll talk about here today is a target specific audience. Now, if you remember when I started talking about like digital marketing and all, I mentioned something about demographic. Now, with digital marketing, you can set the demographic of people that you want to reach, right? If you're trying to market a product for a customer, or a business rather, and certain businesses have products that are designed or built or created for a certain group of people. Let's use a skincare brand, for example, right? So a skincare brand can have a product, let's call it an anti-aging cream. An anti-aging cream is supposed to, prevent people from, you know, it's supposed to, enhance the looks of people that, are getting old, basically. So people in their 50s, right? They might want to use creams that take away things like wrinkles from their eye bags, or from wrinkles from their cheeks or from their skin. So that is a particular product for a particular age gap. Someone who is like 20 or 19 would not be dealing with aging issues like skin wrinkling and all of that. So that's a product that is tailored specifically for a specific age range, right? Now, with digital marketing, you can set your marketing parameters to target that specific age group. Now, I'll use an example. Let's look at Facebook. Facebook is a social media platform that everybody's pretty much familiar with, right? But if you look at the demographic of Facebook users today, right, you would notice that there's a higher population of people who are between um, 30 and they are like 30 above, right? You would find Facebook users today to be people like parents, adults, people in that age bracket, right? You would not necessarily, you would, but you would not find a lot of people who are like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 using Facebook like frequently like that. You would mostly find them on TikTok, find them on Instagram, platforms like that, right? So if you're using Facebook to market these products that I mentioned, the anti-aging cream, right? You can set Facebook ads to reach a certain age group of people. So there are parameters that you can use to set these ads. So you can set the 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 demographic of the age that you want to reach. You can give it an age bracket, say 35 to 40 or 35 to 50. That's an age group, right? You can also set another parameter to be within, let's say the people we're trying to reach right now, like the target audience we're trying to reach right now is probably somewhere in Lekki, right? So we're trying to reach adults between 25 to, between 35 to 40 in Lekki. So with Facebook ads now, you can now set the parameters to say, I want this ad to reach a demographic of people between this age, and I also want it to be displayed to people in this particular location, right? That is target specific audience. You've already been able to define the demographic by their age. You've been able to define the demographic by their location, right? You can also, go further to things like what's it called, their interest, or things that they already do, or their activity online by their searches online. So that's what digital marketing enables us to. Unlike conventional marketing like TV ads, when you run a TV ad or a billboard ad or a radio ad, you cannot determine number of people that you cannot determine the demographic of people that are listening to this they're listening to these ads, because you are reaching a broad spectrum of people that would catch anyone between any demographic. So unlike conventional, methods of marketing like the ones I mentioned, digital marketing enables you to hit target specific audiences, right? You can target the people that you want to reach based on their age, based on their location, based on their interest, and other factors like that. And that's essentially what is stated here in this slide. It says digital marketing allows businesses to target their marketing messages to specific audiences based on their demographics, their interests, and other factors. So that's like the second benefit of digital marketing. Let's proceed to the next one. Okay, the next one is to measure results. Now, this is one of my best, this is one of my favorite rather, to be able to measure the results of a marketing campaign, or a marketing, a marketing campaign, because when people spend money on marketing, they have a goal. Their goal is to convert, their goal is to make sure that every marketing medium converts to sales. So even if it's the conventional mediums that we're all familiar with, say, we might be familiar with things like flyers, we might be familiar with things like radio ads, billboards, we might be familiar with things like TV commercials or TV ads, TV advertisements. We might be familiar with all these things, but how can the people that spend money on these things measure the results of their advertisements? Because a lot of brands or a lot of businesses, would spend the money on these campaigns or marketing, these marketing mediums, right? But they want to be able to get results from it. That's why they spend so much money on producing and creating these advertisements, right? But however, with traditional or conventional methods of marketing that like I just mentioned, right, there are not enough ways to track and measure the conversions. What I mean by conversion is, how many people saw this advertisement, right? So if you pay a TV station to air your advertisement, or you pay a radio station to air your advertisement on radio, can you measure the number of people that the advertisements reached? Can you measure the specific demographic of people that the advertisement reached? Radio stations can't measure that. They can only measure things like how many people tuned in during that time. It could be, they had 1,500 people tuned in at that certain period of time that the ad was being broadcasted, right? They can track the number of people that tuned in into the radio program, right? But they cannot track or measure, things like the demographic of people. Are these people Nigerian? Are these people Yoruba? Are these people, Easterners? Are these people Hausas? They cannot track certain demographic. They cannot even measure where these people are listening from, right? But with digital marketing, like I mentioned in the previous slide, now it says you can target specific audiences. And because you can target specific audiences, it gives you a means to measure your conversions. When you talk about measuring the results now, digital marketing campaigns, can be easily tracked, right? I mentioned that already, and they can be measured. So when you measure them, you can now see that, this ad that we're targeting to these people, they are not exactly clicking on it. So if we're using the skincare example that we used earlier in the conversation, right? If we're using, let's say, like we suggested, I made use of an example of a skincare ad to 50 plus, or like elderly people, right? If we executed that marketing campaign, right, we will be able to measure the number of people that clicked on it. We will be able to measure the number of people that actually clicked on it and followed through to the website to buy the product. We'll be able to measure the people that went to the website but didn't buy the product. And because of all these things, we can now measure our insights from it, saying that, oh, why did this person click on it, or why did this person see this ad and not click on it, or why did this person, you know, go to the website and did not purchase the product. Those are things that will now give businesses insight to say, oh, I think we should adjust our landing page here. I think we should adjust, the way our website is designed. I think we should measure how fast our website loads our products. Those are things that businesses will need to really go back to the drawing board and then now reiterate and say, okay, this is why these people are not clicking this ad. This is why these people dropped off from the site. Things like that will give them insight to measure the performance of their campaigns and optimize and make better decisions from there.